Unbelievable. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Oh, now something about Morty. I'm going to say here, it's wonderful to see our Uncle Frederick and Auntie Marion over there, and Gareth was born, Fred will remember this, Gareth was born on the 5th of September 1949 in Heath Terrace in Anasea, where I'm from, Anasea girls. If you're from Anasea, it's Anasea. Yeah, and in our Nine's house, and Nine was a very important person in all our lives, but especially in Gareth's life. They were so close, the two of them. He was devoted to her, and she was to him, her first grandchild. His parents then, Herbert and Janet, moved their family to Marshfield when Gareth was 5. So you've got to picture him now, a 5-year-old little whippersnapper. Quite an adventure, reminded me, moving house, because Gareth and I travelled in a flatbed lorry lying between the lino on the back. So they trundled up from Anasea all the way up to here. As a youngster, Gareth loved football, big Liverpool supporter, good player, and you know, at his funeral I said how his friends still talk about the goals that he scored. He would have kicked a ball around this very street, probably annoying most of the neighbours. And he also played cricket for Christchurch in Ferndale. As they got older then, the 4 of them, living here at number 33, they thought they were the Beatles. I think Gareth probably instigated that. Gareth had a hairbrush for a microphone, a biscuit tin with knitting needles for drums, and tennis rackets then for guitars. Now, did admit to me she can't sing for tuppence, and she had to mime. And I wonder that, you know, his passion for singing must have started at a young age. We also heard at his funeral how Gareth would argue with his dad, and I can vouch for that. He'd go off and come back up the drain pipe on this very house, probably round the back, into the girls' bedroom. And they'd feed him, they'd have kept him food for him. He'd say, "I'm off, I'm gone." And he'd come back, obviously, when he was hungry. So his 2 little mother hens who cared for him so well, during his illness, would feed him. And his father would say, "It's time you've got a job." So he left home when he was 19, actually. He had a number of jobs, painting and decorating. I seem to remember that. And he was in the Merchant Navy for a while. But his music was always his passion, and remained so until the end. And of course that was what he was famous for. I'll mention racing cars now, but I'll mention that again in a moment as well. But wherever he went, wherever he travelled, whether he was touring with Tina Turner, he was a Marshfield boy, he was a Rhondda boy. And, you know, there is that saying, you can take the boy out of the Rhondda, you can't take the Rhondda out of the boy. You couldn't even take the boy out of the Rhondda. This was where his heart was, and Marshfield forever. He always remained so proud of his Rhondda roots and heritage. Now, before another musical treat in a moment, and before the unveiling, I'd like to invite Jeff Gregory here to say a few words about how this all came together.
Well, I don't think I need a platform for the start. I certainly don't need a mic as well. I am pretty nervous, but I'm just like Morty, just an ordinary guy. And for me today is taking a year to sort of plan all this, but I'm 65 and my memory's not that good, so I got it written down. So
I'm older than you.
And I do want to say that, because I'm a gentleman. But I will say that, yes, a proud day for everybody, his family, and Celebrity Soul and Musicians, yeah, it's just great, really, you know. And we can have a great afternoon this afternoon in the concert, so I better shut up and just get on while I got it down here. Because I got to tell you, this is going to take about half hour, so, you know. Anyway, I'll just start again. The inspiration of the People's Blue Plaque arose when following Morty's funeral in 2015, I saw the blue plaque in Charlotte in memory of Gordon Mills, Tom Jones' manager. This started me thinking of where this could be cheap for Morty. To be honest, I didn't really know what to do and where I went, and he went for a couple of months. I didn't really know which avenue to take. But anyway, I was told about Catherine Lewis from the Around the Heritage Park and David Owen, and he's a member of the Mardi Archives. I went out to meet them, and Dave told me that we'd need to raise £400 to pay for the people's brew pack, because there's a firm in London who actually made them. So I set about raising the money. I know this is a bit hard to believe when you see the size of me, but I actually done a solo walk from Pengethley Hotel, and Neil Fish, the landlord, is here today. I can just see him over there, and he told me he was the last gig that Morty ever done in Pengethley Hotel. So I walked from the Pengethley Hotel down to the Nun, which we all know, especially Boxing Day racing cars, it was the place to be on Boxing Day. There was a dance floor, nobody danced because they were basically in front of Morty there, that's the only people there. I wasn't a Christian then, I can remember half of it, but the rest I can't remember. And I think most of the other people are the same as well. But I won't be like that today because I'm a born again Christian now. I don't keep mentioning that, but I might just have one.
Day off.
So, local people helped me support and the fans, which we raised £100. Then I asked Neil, and he kindly put on a concert up there, and we raised it £300, but we actually raised more than that, and some of it was given to cancer research as well. So I took her over to Marty, give them money to my friend Dave, and he sent her off to London, and the last couple of months I've been having a nervous breakdown because it only arrived a week last Friday. So I was elated when it came through. But it's just wonderful. He was, like his cousin said, he was just a holy guy. You never knew where he was going to come from, really. And that was the fascinating. He won a manufactured singer when you see the X Factor like that. I don't think he knew he was going to say half his time. But he was just fantastic, and I'd just like to read this a little bit out. This will be a lasting memorial to a Ronda musician who inspired and helped many young musicians and raised large amounts of money by playing for charity. I know this may sound a bit over the top, but I believe it's right to say he was a true ambassador for the Ronda, and the reason I say that was, wherever he went in the country, everybody knew that he was from a Māori and from a Ronda. And I'm just Ronda through and through. I'm proud to be from Ronda. Yes, we got a lot of things wrong, yeah. But we just only working class people, and to see this guy's name out there is just fantastic, isn't it? Like I've seen other plaques, I've never even remembered some of the people. So, that's for the Ronda, wherever he went, he was blessed with a unique voice. I don't believe he ever had a singing lesson in his life, did he?
No.
But he just had that magical voice, and I listened on the CDs, and the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. It may sound a bit over the top, but I've seen all the top bands, and on his day, he was just basically outstanding, wasn't he? And I think, I might be slightly biased, he's one of the best rock singers to come from Wales. And I think a lot of us would endorse that one. It is something to be proud of from the Rhondda Valley. People get so down about the Rhondda, and sometimes they haven't got their aspirations, but he made it, he's all over the country. So I hope that inspires young people to do that as well. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the future, and the young people are the future. And I just like... And while this has taken over the year to organise, without the help of the following, this would not have happened. This has been, and this is the best part, this has been funded entirely by local people. My sincere thanks also go to David Owen and the committee of the Māori Archives, Catherine Lewis of Ronda Heritage Park, and especially Neil Fish and his wife from Pengethley Hotel. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
just come through to be over here so you can hear the choir when they sing. Please come through. Are you okay there? I'll come through so that we're all together here.